At Genoa, Bioconvergence speaks to us of the enormous opportunity happening at the convergence of innovation in both biology and technology. Hi, I'm Jenny Rooke. I'm the founder and managing director of Genoa Ventures. The incredible pace of innovation in biotech these days has outstripped the venture capital community's practices for successfully investing in it. So at Genoa Ventures, we try to set aside the playbooks and the pattern matching and really look deeply at each science-driven company and ask, what is it? What is it trying to be? How can we help it achieve its full potential and be a capital partner on that journey? It was not my intention to build yet another venture firm in Silicon Valley. But what I saw was that the conventional venture capital landscape had not caught on to the opportunity and the needs at the Bioconvergence.
I'm Mark Bathgate. I'm a limited partner in Genoa Ventures. So I saw Jenny present probably 10 years ago at the RAISE conference here in San Francisco. She was really a standout among standouts and didn't have any biotech exposure at the time, really no hard tech, we'll say, but followed up with her, got to know her, was blown away by her thoughtfulness, intelligence, and then on top of that, her ability to find a segment where there's just no competition. And that's really hard in venture. Usually someone else has figured out that the space you're in is pretty interesting if you think it's interesting. And amazingly, I think it stayed that way for Genoa. There's a few other funds alongside them, but really not a lot of competition, and that's the kind of thing that we love. What really caught my eye was that Jenny just had an incredible amount of edge in what she did.
Hi, my name's Rajiv Mahadevan. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Attune Neurosciences.
Hi, I'm Keith Murphy. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Attune Neurosciences.
Attune has built the world's first non-invasive deep brain neurostimulation device that can be used at home. The technology can target any region of the deep brain, and by doing that, can modulate structures that underlie a host of biological processes.
For Rajiv and I, it's been challenging because consumer-grade neurotechnology, think of like something you put on your head and there's like a little electrical stimulation. It's not clinically validated, and it may not actually work, but people buy it. And when we started the company, we were actually going the opposite direction. So we took a device that was a surgical instrument, literally that would burn tissue in the deep brain, and we asked ourselves, what if we sort of turned it down and found that space in between where it would sort of massage and change neural activity for therapeutic benefit, but not damage it. So it, in and of itself, that in between is its own category that I would say doesn't exist in neurotechnology. And we've been battling that since the beginning, and we're making some really big strides.
Yeah, I would start by saying that what's unique about Attune that doesn't fit a traditional model in many theses of different venture capital companies is that we set ourselves out from the beginning to be a platform technology. And that's a big part of what we want to do is, can you use the same device as it sits on the head to target any structure of the deep brain that we want? And we had to prove that to show that we have application potential in all of these different areas.
Genoa is focused on creating best practices for investing and category-defining spaces. And they're fit to do that because they have depth of experience in investing in all these different verticals and all these different industries. So I'm Rich Kellerman. I'm the CEO and founder of Bond Pet Foods based out of Boulder, Colorado. And we're working with precision fermentation technology to make meat protein for pet food applications instead of harvesting these ingredients conventionally on farm and field. Sometimes it's challenging with investors to have them fully understand exactly how this technology could have commercial viability and the opportunity, but also the fundamentals of the tech and how it can scale. One advantage of our conversations and our engagement with Genoa, and ultimately why they invested, is they could take their experience in parallel industries of biotechnology and understand the different kinds of steps and gates that we would need to clear to have a viable, sustainable biotech, food tech business. And just that translation from that experience that they've had with other verticals, other companies, kind of brought itself to bear where they got exactly kind of what Bond was trying to accomplish and how our technology really could create value in this vertical, in this space for years to come.
Hi, my name is Landon Merrill. I'm a partner at Genoa Ventures. It's all kind of on a spectrum, right? And it's almost as if the spectrum keeps expanding, and the bioconvergence space is, it's kind of this expanding space-time of, different kinds of opportunities and different kinds of approaches to solving problems. So I don't think that there's a clear defining line where suddenly you step over it and you're in the bioconvergence. As technology has matured, as our understanding of biology and chemistry and biophysics has matured, it's really the combination of these things creating not only complex challenges, but complex solutions. The way I think about bioconvergence investing is the kind of collision happening between the technology and biology, such that it's sprouting new areas of opportunity, new markets, new application sets, things that don't really have homes currently, that don't fit into common sectors in the space. And so it requires a complete rethinking of how we invest in the space, how we build companies, how we create companies, and ultimately how they go about operating and maturing to a commercial state and ultimately exiting.
We talk about bioconvergence to recognize and really embrace the interdependence of biology and technology. Biology is happening at a scale we can't see. It's happening at the molecular scale, at the atomic scale. So we need tools and technology to illuminate it. From the very first microscope to the genomic era to CRISPR editing and AI, it is technology that allows us to understand and responsibly and effectively use biology as a technology itself. That is what bioconvergence means to us.